If you're a man over 60 and you felt like your energy is slipping away, if you wake up already tired, if intimacy has faded into a distant memory and your strength feels like it's slowly leaving your body, I want you to hear this loud and clear. It's not just aging. What if I told you the real issue could be sitting on your breakfast table, or rather missing from it? I'm Dr. James. For over 30 years, I've helped men reclaim their health, performance, and confidence without medications, injections, or miracle pills. What I've learned, and what I'll share with you now, can radically shift how you age and how you feel in your body every single day. Here's something surprising. The biggest impact on male vitality after 60 often doesn't come from testosterone shots or expensive treatments. It comes from 3 fruits, simple, natural, and probably overlooked, that have the power to unlock energy, performance, and a sense of masculinity most men believe they've lost for good. Today, I'm going to show you why a red fruit can recharge your blood flow, how a green one can naturally lift your testosterone, why a yellow one fuels your body on a cellular level, and how together they work better than most supplements on the market. But stay with me, because near the end, I'll walk you through how to use these fruits starting tomorrow morning, step by step. And once you begin, you may realize something powerful. Your best days weren't behind you. They were just waiting for the right fuel to return. Before we dive in, if you're serious about reclaiming your strength, energy, and vitality after 60, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss practical, no-nonsense health advice made specifically for men like you. And if this message resonates with you, type 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 and let me know what you'd like to hear more about. I'm here to help. Now let's get into the first fruit, and trust me, this one might surprise you. It's not new, it's not exotic, and it doesn't come in a fancy bottle. But for men over 60, it could be the single most powerful ally for restoring circulation, supporting prostate health, and reigniting performance where it matters most. Let's talk about the deep, science-backed benefits of the pomegranate. 1. Pomegranate, the red powerhouse for circulation. I still remember the look on George's face. He was 72, sitting across from me in my office, and he said something I've heard from far too many men over the years. "Doc, I just don't feel like myself anymore." His energy was low, his confidence had faded, and intimacy with his wife had become more of a memory than a part of his life. But what struck me most wasn't what he said, it was what he didn't know. George assumed his problem was just aging, but the truth was much simpler and more hopeful. It was about blood flow. As we age, our arteries become less flexible. Circulation weakens, especially to the areas where men need it most. And without good blood flow, energy drops, endurance shrinks, and yes, performance suffers. That's where the pomegranate comes in. This ancient fruit, often overlooked in the produce aisle, is loaded with powerful compounds called polyphenols. These naturally occurring antioxidants work like fuel for your blood vessels. They help dilate arteries, increase nitric oxide levels, which is the molecule responsible for helping blood vessels relax, and improve circulation throughout the body. Modern science has backed this up. In one clinical study, older men who drank pure pomegranate juice daily saw measurable improvements in erectile strength in just 2 weeks. That's right, no pills, no prescriptions, just one simple fruit. And the benefits didn't stop there. Pomegranate also helps reduce inflammation in the body, protect the prostate, and combat oxidative stress, which slowly wears down your vitality over time. But beyond the studies and the numbers, I've seen this fruit change lives. George began drinking 6 ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice every morning. That's it. No drastic diets or major life overhauls. 2 weeks later, he came back to see me. His posture had changed. His voice had more strength, and he smiled as he told me, "Doc, my wife's been looking at me differently again." You see, pomegranate doesn't promise magic. It delivers biology. It gives your body the support it needs to function the way it was designed to. And when you restore circulation, everything starts to feel alive again. Your energy, your confidence, your connection. If you've been feeling sluggish in the morning, if you're waking up tired or struggling to feel that spark you once had, don't look for pills first. Look to what nature already gave us. The pomegranate is not a gimmick, it's a gift, one you can start using tomorrow. But as powerful as circulation is, it's only one part of the equation. Because if your blood is flowing but your hormones are running on empty, you still won't feel like the man you were meant to be. That's why the second fruit I'm about to reveal is just as critical. It's creamy, green, and chances are you've passed by it hundreds of times without realizing that it holds the key to naturally boosting testosterone and rebuilding the fire within. Keep watching, because what this next fruit does for your hormones might just surprise you. 2. Avocado, the green hormone booster. Harold was 68 when he walked into my office with that look I've come to recognize over the years. It wasn't just fatigue, it wasn't just age, it was something deeper, a quiet frustration. He leaned forward and said, "Doc, I don't feel like a man anymore." That hit me hard, not because it was unusual, but because it's something too many men carry silently. A slow loss of drive, of purpose, of themselves, and they rarely know that beneath that feeling is something simple and biological: declining testosterone. Now let's be clear. Testosterone isn't just about intimacy. It's about how you show up in your life. It's the strength in your voice when you speak, the confidence in your decisions, the energy that gets you out of bed with purpose. When it starts to dip, so does everything else. And yet most men think their only options are expensive shots, risky gels, or going through some clinic that treats them like a number. But Harold didn't need any of that. What he needed was a piece of food he'd probably overlooked for decades: the avocado. This creamy green fruit is nature's hormone support system. It's packed with healthy monounsaturated fats, the kind your body needs to produce testosterone efficiently. Without the right fats, your hormones simply don't fire. Avocados also contain magnesium and zinc, two minerals that are absolutely essential for keeping male hormones in balance. And perhaps most importantly, they're rich in vitamin B6, which helps reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that quietly strangles your testosterone the longer it lingers. I asked Harold to make one simple change: eat half an avocado every day. He added it to his eggs in the morning, sometimes threw slices on his salad at lunch. It wasn't a diet, it wasn't a chore. It was a habit, and one that fit easily into his life. 2 weeks later, he came back and told me, "I don't know what's happening, but I feel like myself again." His energy was sharper, his focus returned. He laughed more, moved more. His wife later told me, "Thank you for giving me my husband back." That's what people don't talk about enough. Low testosterone doesn't just affect the man. It affects the marriage, the family, the entire rhythm of life. And yet the solution doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it just takes the right kind of fuel. The beauty of avocado is that it doesn't try to force your hormones into working. It simply gives your body what it's been missing: the raw materials to heal and rebuild naturally. No quick fix, no crash, just the slow, steady return of who you were always meant to be. But even with blood flowing freely and hormones on the rise, there's still one more piece to the puzzle. And without it, you won't feel the sustained energy that carries you through the day. Because strength isn't just about power or performance, it's also about stamina, clarity, and presence. That's where the third fruit comes in. It's yellow, it's often overlooked, and it might just be the key to unlocking the consistent energy you've been chasing for years. Keep listening. This next one might surprise you the most. 3. Banana, the yellow igniter of energy. Walter came to see me on a rainy Tuesday afternoon. He was 73, retired from a long career as a high school principal, and one of those men who'd always taken pride in being active, reliable, and strong. But as he sat across from me that day, he looked different. His shoulders slumped, his voice a little quieter. "Doc," he said, "I wake up tired. Not just physically, but in my spirit. I'm running on empty, and I don't know why." He wasn't sick, he wasn't depressed, but he had lost something essential: his spark. I asked him one simple question: "What do you usually have for breakfast?" He looked at me and said, "Most days, just coffee. Sometimes I skip it altogether." There it was, the clue. You see, especially after 60, your body doesn't just wake up and go. It needs fuel. Real fuel. The kind that speaks the language of your heart, your blood vessels, your brain, and that's where the banana comes in. Humble, familiar, often overlooked, but quietly one of the most powerful sources of sustained energy a man can have. Bananas are loaded with potassium, which is critical for heart health and blood pressure regulation. They also contain magnesium and B vitamins, nutrients that support your body's ability to generate energy at the cellular level. And here's what most men don't know. Bananas also contain tryptophan, a compound that helps increase serotonin. That means better mood, better sleep, and better stress management, all of which are key to having lasting energy, not just bursts of it, but the kind that carries you through your day with focus and purpose. When Walter started eating a banana first thing in the morning, with a spoonful of almond butter and a glass of water, things changed for Cetres. Within a week, he told me, "I'm not crashing by mid-morning anymore. I feel steady. I feel grounded." His thinking became sharper. His walks got longer. Even his wife noticed he was more talkative, more engaged, more present. That's what real energy does. It doesn't hype you up and burn you out. It builds from within. It supports your muscles, your nervous system, your mind. And in the case of the banana, it does all of that without needing preparation, pills, or plans. Just peel and eat. Now I know it's tempting to chase more dramatic solutions. Supplements that promise instant energy. Sugary drinks that give you a temporary lift. But at this stage in life, what you really need is something steady, consistent, trustworthy. That's what the banana gives you. Daily support delivered simply with no gimmicks. Walter didn't change his whole life. He just added one small, powerful habit to his morning. And sometimes that's all it takes to shift everything else. But here's the truth most men miss. These three fruits don't just work well on their own, they were made to work together. Circulation, hormones, and energy are not separate issues. They're connected. And when you bring all three into balance, something remarkable starts to happen. In the next part, I'll show you why combining these three fruits daily creates a kind of quiet momentum, a natural synergy that can reignite your strength, clarity, and confidence in a way no supplement ever could. Don't miss it. 4. Why these three fruits work best together. Over the years, I've seen men try everything to reclaim their energy and vitality. Supplements, hormone therapy, restrictive diets, complicated routines, most of them chasing one part of the puzzle while missing the bigger picture. The truth is, your body isn't broken. It's just been waiting for the right kind of support. And sometimes that support comes not from something new or complex, but from something as simple and powerful as 3 pieces of fruit. Pomegranate, avocado, and banana. Each one plays a unique role, but together they form a foundation that speaks directly to the core systems that start to weaken after 60. When these systems fall out of balance, circulation, hormones, and cellular energy, men begin to feel it in every area of life. Mornings feel heavier, sleep is shallow, focus disappears, intimacy fades, and worst of all, a quiet sense of disconnection begins to grow. Not just from others, but from yourself. But here's the incredible part. When these 3 fruits are used consistently, daily, and intentionally, the body doesn't just respond, it begins to remember. It remembers how to circulate blood efficiently, how to produce testosterone naturally, how to create energy that lasts through the day. And when those systems begin to function together, the change is almost always bigger than expected. I've had patients like Ricardo, 69, who told me, "I didn't think I could feel this good again." He started with pomegranate juice in the morning, half an avocado with his lunch, and a banana before his walk. That's it, 3 simple changes. Within a month, he said he felt like his body had switched back on. He was sleeping deeper, feeling sharper, and reconnecting with his wife in ways they both thought were long gone. It's not that these fruits are magic, it's that they nourish your body in the way it was designed to be nourished. Whole, natural, and steady. The pomegranate restores blood flow and supports prostate health. The avocado helps your hormones reset and rebuild. The banana fuels your cells with clean, stable energy. When you eat them together, you're no longer treating symptoms in isolation. You're building a system of strength from the inside out. And what's most inspiring is that it doesn't take months or years to feel a difference. For many men, the shift begins in days. A little more energy in the morning, a little more clarity in the afternoon, a spark of confidence at night. That's the power of alignment. When your blood, your hormones, and your energy all begin working together instead of against you. You don't have to overhaul your entire life, you just have to start. With 3 fruits, with 1 morning, with 1 decision to take your strength back. And if you followed me this far, then you already feel that something in you is ready to change. In just a moment, I'm going to walk you through a simple morning routine that combines these 3 fruits into one powerful rhythm. A rhythm that can help you wake up stronger, think clearer, and feel more like yourself again. This part is where it all comes together. Don't miss it. 5. Reclaiming strength, energy, and vitality after 60. After more than 3 decades working with men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, I've come to understand something that no lab test or prescription pad can ever fully explain. Aging doesn't break a man. Giving up does. Too many good men slowly surrender to the belief that their best days are behind them. They accept fatigue, low desire, restless sleep, and lost confidence as the new normal. But I've seen with my own eyes what happens when a man begins to fight for himself again. Gently, consistently, and with purpose. It doesn't take a miracle. It doesn't require a complete lifestyle overhaul. Sometimes it starts with something as small and as powerful as what you put on your plate in the morning. A glass of pomegranate juice that gets your blood flowing again, half an avocado that rebuilds your hormones without a single injection, a banana that lights up your energy from the inside out. These aren't trends or tricks. They are tools, simple, natural, and profoundly effective. When you give your body what it's been quietly asking for, it responds. Maybe not overnight, but slowly, and then suddenly, something shifts. You wake up feeling just a bit more alive. Your voice carries more weight. Your steps feel stronger. You look in the mirror and recognize the man looking back, not as he was at 25, but as he is now, seasoned, resilient, and still powerful. I've had men tell me they feel like they've returned to themselves, that they're finally showing up in their lives, not just for their partners or their families, but for themselves. And that, to me, is the most important transformation of all. So here's my invitation. Start small. Commit to these 3 fruits. Make them a part of your morning rhythm. Give your body a chance to heal, to rebuild, and to remember what it was made for. Because this isn't about reversing time. It's about reclaiming the strength and vitality that has always been yours, just waiting to be awakened again. You're not done. You're not fading. You're just getting started. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to like this video, share it with another man who needs to hear it, and leave a comment below. Type 1 if you're ready to take back your energy, or 0 if you've got questions or want to see more content like this. And if you'd like to support this channel and help keep it free of ads and full of honest practical health advice for men over 60, consider making a small donation using the link below. Every bit helps, and I truly appreciate it.